the beliefs in Islam were the central beliefs that I had as a Christian. You know, the basic about, you know, that God is the creator and he's the all sustainer, and that he's the all most powerful, and that he loves us, you know, unconditionally. That there is a sense of justice as far as good and evil. You know, a lot of the stories that, you know, I grew up with, Moses, Abraham, you know, Adam, creation, was all pretty similar. I fought all the way. All my Muslim friends, I was like, well, what about this and what about that? And alhamdulillah, they were right there. Look at this hadith. There's this explanation for this. There's an explanation for this, and, you know, etc., etc., etc. And there was nothing that there was no error that I could find, either in words or just logic, that I could find in Islam or the Quran. Muslims, that's a different story, but in the religion and the doctrine itself, I'm like, I couldn't find, no matter how much I tried to find, you know, an error. And I used to pray, you know, God, if this is, you know, this isn't true, let me find something that will show me this isn't right. And it was hard for me because I still had that nagging feeling like, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're going straight to hell. And of course, you know, who wants to go to hell? And that's what I've been, you know, told all my life. And being a Christian, it's part of my culture. It's part of who I am, is, you know, an American, African American, you know, Latino in the United States. That's like who you are. It's like, you know, you go to church and you know, listen to gospel music, and I mean, that's what you do. So it was really not just changing my belief system, because it's kind of like deep down I kind of believed it, but changing how I characterized myself. Well, my mother passed away when I was 12, so it was just my dad. And I mean, I was really freaked out to tell him. And it took me, you know, several months, I think, to finally tell him and come out with it. And he said, you know, well, you know, that's your choice. You're grown. You know, do what you want to do. But be careful of terrorists. I don't want you to get involved with terrorists. And of course, you know, he'll watch CNN and he'll see a bombing in Pakistan and he'll just say, well, you're still into that Islam, right? I said, yeah. Well, I hope you know what you got yourself into.